Hello, my jellyfitters. My name is Jim, and this is your Daily Brogue for the 20th of January, 2024. Actually, completely into the new year now. So the year now. I probably ought to do one thing in the real world right now, not on the 20th of December, but on of January, but on the 20th of December, which is make sure I get a time with someone for an interview. I've got to finish up the podcast lickety split. I should be finishing up. I should be editing a podcast right now rather than doing this. And got another podcast that I did a week or two ago. I recorded a week or two ago, which was quite good. Oh, and um, and I need to get another one scheduled. I've got two people delayed. Let's see. Both of them were really interesting. I'd love to share them with you, but I'm not sure when they'll undelay. One's delayed because of the war in Israel, and one's delayed because of publishing concerns. So I want to wait for both of those concerns to be put together before I do that. Sorry about the imperceptible delay. Too much fiber. Let's see. So what was I saying? I said I have three things I can tell you about. I should have a theory of everything and undecidability conversation coming up pretty soon. That'll be fun. I like that conversation. I also like the reasonably close conversation about the Maxwellian racket, or ratchet, excuse me, not the Maxwellian racket. That would be a different thing. Don't want him stepping on the confusion trap. So those are both recorded, and I've got a quantum computing one coming up really soon. I do want to do some on quantum hardware, and quantum algorithms are fun, but quantum hardware is more fun, right? Let's see. Hallucination, confusion. Oops. Magic. Warax isn't just normal old Warax, but might be useful. So those will all be fun. I just have to good, because while hallucinating, that's not really useful. So all that's coming up, and I think it's all pretty fun. Let's see. Let's see. I think some things we probably want to talk about, though, are my weird obsession with communism, and I'm not really, and I don't mean that in sort of the Soviet style communism. That's not hard to understand, right? Ooh, good axe. The door key will go somewhere else. Did I go to the door key? I don't want the door key. I want the axe. And later on I will decide if I want to come back up and get the door key. So I shouldn't call it a weird obsession. I mean, I have some feeling for it. I think it's just really interesting that one of the common refrains, and this is sort of a pre-capitalist attempt at communism, right? Because it's sort of medieval, and if you believe sort of the general communist outlook, this feudal system is pre-capitalist. You might not buy it. It's okay. I don't buy it. There we go. But if you look at the general case or the general ideas that sort of the Marxian view of history stipulates, healing, polymorphism, plate armor, discord, beckoning. I have to go back up because of the axe. Then I'll have the rapier handy. Strength 14. Not correct, but good enough. Okay, and my goal here is kill as many as possible. Right? This is the goal because I have the axe. Oh, what does it say? Well done. Apparently, I've got a high heart rate. Most likely because just before I did this, before I started this, I was doing my yard work. So I was climbing up ladders and, getting rid of mold on the front side of the house. Anyways, it seems that there have been a lot more than just that. Even in pre-capitalist times, according to Marx, we had a lot of this communal idea going on. And with the Anabaptists, it's explicitly religious and understandably religious, right? This is sort of the way that people think about early Christian ideas. So I have this weird idea about these things, or maybe not a weird idea, but it's one of these things where I see more and more of it, and the more and more I want to know. It's a +2 runic axe. So I should It should show up pretty soon with whatever it is. And really, the place that this first got me was listening to people talk about early communes in 60s America. Right? This is what got me thinking about it is the fact that there were so many of them. This was a big part of hippie culture, right? And yet, despite all of the many ways that they were introduced, and despite all of the many attempts for them to make their ways, there's only like one commune that succeeded to any degree whatsoever. With an axe of paralysis, pretty good. Let's see. I just don't see a spot. Where this could be. Okay, so do I have to go up another level? Okay, is the correct one, right? Good, okay. Nothing to write home about, but hey. So, where are the likely spots? Oh, there it is. it's a flood trap. Okay. Fortunately, the flood. Let's get him escorted. Exactly what I wanted for Christmas. So when I learned that most of those communes had failed, I really wanted to figure out why. And the more I listened to people, the more I found that more and more things happen. So, I mean, this Anabaptist stuff that we were talking about, it's not rare, right? It's not something that was strange in Europe. It's actually more of sort of the norm, you might say. So if that's the case, if these impulses are so strong, you want to know, well, why? Not only why are they so strong, but why is it these things don't work? And some explanations are less good than others, let's say. One of everybody's favorites is greed. Greed isn't a very good one, right? Because you know greed is common, right? Um, when was there not greed, right? What's respiration? Perfect. I don't know what to do. Identify something. Okay. Identifies. I don't have. Lightning's the best here. And lightning's a good one, so we'll stick with it. Okay, I think that's my wife. I'm not sure, but no. Driving too fast? It's FedEx. It's probably farther away. Okay, well, let's give the Alexandrite ring a chance. Another lightning. 3. It's going to give me 2 stabs. Oh, crap. That is a don't panic room. If you panic in there, you're just going to keep stepping on. Poison 3 and lightning 3. Okay. Oh, enchanting I should have done. Step 9, I should have committed to that axe. The identifies should have been put into these stabs, but it's not a big deal. That's not really doing anything. That axe should have been enchanted up to be +6. Possibly +5 with a +3 leather armor respiration. Leather armor 1, you never really get up that high no matter how much you enhance it. And respiration, as far as I know, doesn't actually improve as you enchant. So things that improve as you enchant, like this guy, right, then that's very important to enchant. So I should have been committing to that axe. It seems to be the best thing I have. Possibly, well, I mean, I just got the lightnings, but possibly the lightnings as well. Everything else is kind of bad. Not randomly reading things seems to have been a good idea. Usually is. Summon monsters would be bad after depth 3 or so.